Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing really well. This week I have another Meals of the Week video for you, and again they are all Slim and World friendly. But obviously they are all tasty family meals that you can have regardless if you are following Slim and World or not. So for this I have one chopped yellow pepper, one orange pepper, one red pepper and a chopped red onion. These are all free on Slim and World and the peppers are also speed. I have some sugar snap peas, which again are free. I have some tomato puree. So the tomato puree, you need 4 tablespoons. I have some chicken breast, which I am going to chop up. You need 2 cloves of garlic, but I've got this crushed garlic here that I'm going to use. You need 1 chicken stock cube with 200 millilitres of water. I've got the dark soy sauce and the gluten-free Worcestershire sauce, which are both free. So for this, it's 1 tablespoon of the dark soy sauce and it's 2 teaspoons of the Worcestershire sauce. I then have some mixed herbs, and then I have some garlic passata. So it's 8 tablespoons of the passata. And then you need 330 millilitres of Diet Coke. That is normally a can of Diet Coke, but I have a bottle, so I'm just going to measure that out. So yeah, I will show you what I do next. I'm also serving this with some mashed potatoes, so I'm just starting to chop the potatoes, then I will pop them in to boil. Okay, so before I started cooking it, I just wanted to quickly check this crushed garlic on the Slim and World app. And this actually comes up as half a sin, so I'm going to swap this and use 2 fresh garlic cloves, which are free instead. So this has been cooking for about 7 minutes now, so I'm going to add in the rest of the ingredients. So I'm going to measure them all out and pop them in, and then I will show you it once the sauce is all in. I have just added in all the rest of the ingredients. I'm going to give this a good stir now. It says to bring to the boil, and then once it's all boiling, to turn the heat down and simmer for about 15 minutes. I love all the colours in this. So I'm going to bring this to the boil and then I will let it simmer, and then I will show you it once it's ready on the plate. I have my potatoes in here boiling away for the mashed potato. Really looking forward to this tonight. This is now all ready. How tasty does this look? And I can tell you it smells amazing. So I'm going to serve this now on some mashed potato. So here is my dinner tonight. This is the Slim and World Diet Coke chicken with mashed potato. This is free and speed and it smells amazing. I'm really looking forward to going and enjoying this one. For tonight's meal, I am making chicken and pepper skewers, and I'm going to serve this with some corn on the cobs and some little potatoes. So I have some chicken breast chopped up here. Now I have an awful lot because I have my mum and dad, my brother, my sister and everyone coming for dinner. So we have chicken breast chopped up here, which I am going to put this peri-peri seasoning on. I'm then going to pop them onto the skewers with the peppers and onions and pop them in the air fryer. Now on Slim and World, this peri-peri seasoning from Asda is half a sin per level teaspoon. So obviously depending on how much seasoning you put on your skewers, it will depend how many sins. But yeah, it's half a sin for 1 level teaspoon. So with the chicken, I'm going to put on the peppers. So peppers are speed food on Slim and World and free, and we've got red onion. So yeah, I'm going to put all the seasoning on and pop them onto the skewers. I'm going to cook them in the air fryer. I'm then going to serve them with these mini corn on the cobs, which are free, and also some little potatoes, which I'm going to cook in the frying pan with this Fry Light 1 cow spray. So these are also free. I've just mixed all the seasoning around on the chicken, just giving it a good stir to kind of cover all of the chicken to give it that nice flavouring. Then I'll start throwing them on with the peppers to get them in the air fryer. I've made a side salad to go with this. So in here I have tomatoes, cucumber, red onion, lettuce. So this is free and speed. And then in here I've got the potatoes cooking with the firelight. And then I think these corn on the cobs I will also pop into the air fryer. I've just finished making all of the skewers, so I'm going to pop these into the air fryer. I am going to do them in 2 rounds. So yeah, looking forward to these. I was going to put the corn on the cobs in the air fryer, but because I've got all the chicken to go in there, I've put them into the pan and I'm going to boil these. So that's tonight's meal. Homemade chicken, skewers, potatoes, corn on the cob and a side salad. So this is all free and speed. And then the peri-peri seasoning does have a sin value. I said that I was going to do 2 sins for this meal. I think I'm probably being over on the sins because I only used a very little bit of the seasoning, but I'm going to say 2 because I'd rather go higher than undercalculate it. So that's 2 sins for this meal. For tonight's meal, I am making a slim and rolled recipe, and it is actually Cajun chicken pasta. However, I don't have any Cajun seasoning, so I'm going to do peri-peri chicken pasta. So hopefully it will be just as nice. So this is a new recipe for me. So I have some chicken breast fillets, some mushrooms, some peppers, onion, fresh garlic, chicken stock, some fat-free quark, and then I have cumin ground, mixed herbs, paprika, and then the peri-peri seasoning. So this is all free and speed, and also protein. But the peri-peri seasoning that I'm using, so on the Slim and World website, the Cajun seasoning that they use is free. But because I don't have any, I'm going to use this peri-peri seasoning. Now, for the recipe, you need 1 level tablespoon. So this works out at 1 sin for a level tablespoon. But obviously, the recipe is going to serve 4 of us. So it works out only about 1/4 sin for the portion. So yeah, pretty much a free and speed meal. So in the pan, I have been cooking the chicken with the onions, peppers, garlic and the mushrooms. I'm now going to start adding in the rest of the ingredients. So I've just cooked all of this using the firelight spray. I'm now going to add in 230 millilitres of water with this chicken stock. And then it's 1 teaspoon of cumin ground, 1/2 teaspoon of mixed herbs, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and then 1 level tablespoon of the peri-peri seasoning. And then I need to add in 250 grams of this fat-free quark. Literally going to mix all of this into my frying pan now. I've just put the linguine pasta in to boil. So yeah, I'll show you it when all that is in. So I've got my quark, I've got the spices. I'm now going to add in my stock and I'm going to give this a real good stir, and then I'm going to allow it to simmer to get all those spices coming together. I've brought this to the boil. I'm now going to turn it down and let it simmer while my pasta is cooking away in here. Yeah, all the smells are coming out now and it smells delicious. So I've just mixed in all the pasta and this is now ready to serve. I'm looking forward to this. So that's tonight's meal. Peri-peri chicken pasta, and the sin value for this would only be about 1/4 sin. So yeah, basically a free and speed meal. For dessert tonight, I am having fat-free Greek yogurt, which is free. And then on top, I have some strawberries and blueberries, which are speed foods. For tonight's meal, I wanted something quick and easy. So I'm actually using these frozen jacket potatoes. Now these are 1/2 sin each if you're following the Slim and Rolled plan. And then on top of this, I'm going to have some baked beans, which are free. Going to have some mushrooms, which I'm going to cook in some firelight, which are speed food. And then I'm going to top it with some of this British lighter mature grated cheddar. And you can have 40 grams of this as your healthy extra A for the day. So I'm gonna have 40 grams of that on top. So that is tonight's meal. Jacket potato with sugar-free beans, light grated cheddar, and some mushrooms. So this is free for the beans, speed for the mushrooms, healthy option A for my cheese, and then because I used a frozen jacket potato, it is half a sin. So that is half a sin for tonight's meal. I'm now having a meringue nest with some fat-free Greek yogurt and fruit. So the meringue nest is 2.5 sins. The fat-free Greek yogurt is free. The blueberries and strawberries are speed food. So yeah, looking forward to this. For this evening's meal, I am doing a beef stir fry. So for this, I've got some egg noodles, some mushroom stir fry mix, and then in here I have a beef steak which I needed to use up. So I've just cut that into slices. And then for the sauce, I'm just using soya sauce tonight. So if you are following Slim and World, then the beef is free and protein, and I'm cooking that with Firelight. The mushrooms and stir fry mix are free, and also you have some speed in there. The soya sauce is free. These egg noodles, if you use dried egg noodles, they are free, but these fresh ones do have a sin value. For this 300 gram pack, it's 1.5 sins. So this meal is going to serve 4 of us, so it works out about half a sin for a portion. So yeah, I'm gonna start by cooking the beef, and then I'm gonna mix all of this in together. So in here, I cooked the beef steak in the Firelight. Once that was near enough cooked, I added in the vegetables to soften, and then I've also stirred in the noodles and added in the soya sauce. And yeah, this is nearly ready to eat. So that's my dinner tonight, beef stir fry with soya sauce, and this works out to be half a sin for the portion.